My dear friends, today's video is not just a collection of words. It is a beacon of light for those who feel trapped in life struggles. In this video, we will talk about the anxiety, fear, worries, and the issues that overwhelm our hearts and minds. And most importantly, we will uncover the hidden wisdom behind all of them, God's wisdom. I promise you this. If you watch this video until the very end, you will find the answers your heart has been searching for. You will gain peace, hope, and the strength to move forward. Once upon a time, there was a man overwhelmed by the challenges and confusions of life. Seeking solutions to his troubles, he approached a renowned spiritual guru. His heart was heavy with sorrow, and his mind was stormed with questions and despair. The man shared his struggles with the guru. He had lost his livelihood. His family relationships were falling apart. Everywhere he looked, he found anxiety and hopelessness. He asked the guru, "I don't understand why my life has become so difficult. If God exists, doesn't he care about me?" The guru listened with a smile and replied, "My child, every step in your life is part of God's plan. You may not understand it now, but everything happening to you is leading you to a greater purpose." The guru began to tell a story. Once, a farmer sowed seeds in his field. Some seeds fell on the surface and were eaten by birds. Others fell on rocky soil, where they sprouted but couldn't take root and withered away. But some seeds fell on fertile ground and grew into strong, fruitful trees. Life is much the same. The challenges and struggles you face are like the rocky soil and the birds. If you remain patient and steadfast, your efforts will bear fruit like the seeds in fertile ground. The man asked, "But if nothing good is happening in my life, what should I do?" The guru replied, "You only need to remember 3 things. Have faith. God's plan is always good, even if you don't understand it yet. Work hard. Never give up on your efforts or your prayers. Be grateful. Be thankful for every small blessing, as they pave the way for greater rewards." The guru explained, "Every challenge you face carries a lesson. If you view your life through this lens, you'll realize that God is working to strengthen you. You won't find peace until you understand that difficulties are meant to refine you and help you overcome your own weaknesses." The man took the guru's words to heart and began to implement them in his life. Gradually, he noticed changes. He faced every challenge with courage and faith. His problems started to resolve, and he became a stronger and more hopeful person. Finally, the guru told him, "Remember, God's plan is always perfect. Whatever is happening in your life is guiding you toward your true purpose. Just trust him and surrender your soul to his wisdom. God's plan may not always be easy to understand, but it is always for our ultimate good. Challenges are a part of life, but they are meant to make us stronger and wiser. Faith and patience always bring rewards. In the midst of your struggles, always remember, God's plan for you is the best plan." We humans often fall prey to anxiety, restlessness, and confusion. When life's challenges grow and we see no solution to our problems, our hearts and minds become overwhelmed with questions like, "Does God not see my struggles? Why doesn't he give me what I desire? Are my prayers not being answered?" The answers to these questions unfold when we try to understand God's wisdom. God is not merely a fulfiller of wishes. He is the most wise and caring. He knows what is best for us, even when we don't. We often pray for things we desire or think are essential for our lives, but we forget that our knowledge and understanding are limited. God answers our prayers in 3 ways. Yes, when he sees that the thing we ask for is good for us. No, when he knows that the thing we desire may harm us. Wait, when he wants us to be prepared for something greater and better. The God who fulfills the desires of your heart always gives you what is best for your well-being. Difficult times are a part of God's divine plan. Every trial comes with wisdom and teaches us 2 essential lessons. Patience. God uses patience to strengthen us. Faith. Trials remind us that God cares for every aspect of our lives. The Quran says, "It may be that you dislike something while it is good for you, And it may be that you love something while it is harmful to you. Allah knows, and you do not know. Al-Baqarah 216. When God doesn't give us what we desire, it is for one of many wise reasons. Protection. He shields us from what may harm us. Preparation. He is preparing us for something bigger and better. Testing. He wants to see how patient and faithful we are in the face of challenges. These trials are meant to make us stronger and draw us closer to Him. To understand God's plan and find courage in difficult times, adopt these principles. Faith. Believe that God cares for you more than you care for yourself. Patience. Every hardship is followed by ease. Gratitude. Be thankful for small blessings. Prayer. Surrender your desires to God and pray for what is best for you. A man constantly complained to God, saying his prayers were never answered. One night, he had a dream where he was shown that God had denied him certain things he wanted because they would have harmed him. Instead, God gave him what was best for him, but the man failed to recognize its value. At the end of the dream, a voice said, "You may not always get what you want, but you will always receive what is best for you." In every moment of life, have faith that God's plan is perfect. If your prayers are not immediately answered, know that God is preparing something greater for you. Face challenges with courage, as they are meant to make you stronger and wiser. God doesn't give us what we want. He gives us what is best for us. This belief is the foundation of strength and peace in every trial we face in life. It is said that if we practice a little patience, we can face life's challenges and save ourselves from falling into anxiety and confusion. Patience is not just a habit. It is a strength that helps us trust in God and live our lives with peace and happiness. There was once a farmer working hard on his field. Despite his efforts, the rain stopped and the land became dry. Feeling restless, he began complaining, wondering why God wasn't answering his prayers. One day, an elderly man advised him, "Son, even the land needs time and patience. Your hard work is not wasted. God will answer your prayers at the right time." The farmer stopped complaining and continued his work patiently. A few days later, the rain came, and his field produced a rich harvest. He realized that God rewarded his hard work in the best possible way. He just needed to pass the test of patience. Patience does not mean ignoring your problems. It means facing them with courage and trust in God. Allah says in the Quran, "Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient." Al-Baqarah 153. This verse assures us that when we are patient, God does not leave us alone. Instead, He supports and helps us in ways we cannot imagine. The dangers of restlessness and the rewards of patience. Restlessness harms us in two significant ways. It robs us of peace of mind. Negative thoughts cloud our judgment, and we struggle to focus. It leads to poor decisions. In moments of panic, we often make choices that worsen our situation. On the other hand, patience brings countless benefits. It gives us time to think and make better decisions. It strengthens our trust in God, which fills our hearts with peace and happiness. Family relationships. If we deal with family issues patiently and avoid anger, our relationships grow stronger. Work or business. When things don't go as planned, patience and consistent effort pave the way for success. Education. A student who remains patient after failure and works harder is more likely to achieve their goals. When we trust in God, we believe. Ease will always follow hardship. Whatever happens is for our good, even if we don't understand it at the moment. God will never abandon us in our struggles. Remember the story of a man whose boat broke, leaving him stranded on an island. He prayed for help, but became disheartened when his shelter caught fire. He angrily questioned God, only to be rescued a few hours later. The rescuers said, "We saw the smoke from your burning shelter and came to help." This story teaches us that sometimes our trials are the very reason for our salvation. A little patience can not only save us from restlessness, but also help us see the wisdom in God's plan. God cares for us more than we can imagine. He always gives us what is best for us, even if we don't understand it immediately. Patience is not just a path to earning God's pleasure. It is the best way to live life with peace and happiness. Dear friends, if you found peace or learned something new from this message, consider it a blessing from God. But remember, knowledge only benefits us when we put it into action. There's always room for improvement in our lives, and that journey can begin today, right now. Spread the message. What you've learned here could be life-changing for someone else. Sharing this message or subscribing to stay connected can help it reach people who are struggling and need encouragement. Start acting today. Simply reading or listening won't change your life. Action will. If you're feeling restless, begin with patience and prayer. If time feels scarce, carve out a few moments of peace in your day. Remind yourself regularly. Important lessons can easily be forgotten in the rush of daily life. That's why it's essential to stay connected with sources of positivity and wisdom. Subscribe to receive more insights that inspire growth. Like and follow so these reminders remain a part of your life. A wise teacher was once asked by his student, "Master, what's the point of knowledge if people don't always retain it?" The teacher smiled and replied, "Son, just as we bathe daily despite knowing we'll get dirty again, knowledge and good deeds need to be refreshed continually to keep their impact alive. This is why we must repeatedly return to faith, knowledge, and good practices." Friends, sharing this message is a form of charity. By liking, sharing, and subscribing to this platform today, you're helping bring this light to others. Your single action might inspire someone to transform their life. Remember, every small step leads to a big change. Take that step today, and tomorrow, you'll see the rewards of your efforts.